And it's day 4, market just about to open. Look at it go. Oh gosh. All right. I'm just going to watch it here for a little bit. I am on a 3-day losing streak, guys. 3 days. 3 trades, 3 days, 3 L's. All of them L's. And they're all very quick. So currently sitting at 813.14. We started with $1,000. So yes, not doing well. I feel like I feel like I kind of gaslit you guys with my shorts videos, trading NQ and MNQ, because this is not going how I thought it is. But also, this is trading, and it is what it is. So there's that. I just wanted to cover that. But let's see. Let's see what we get here. 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. I like taking a look at it. I drew this yesterday. I don't know if I had that in there yesterday, but I kind of just left it up because I think it's still a pretty good respected level. It didn't get down there quite yesterday, um, but holy smokes! Look at that. I have a 15 over here, but sometimes I like having it over here. It's a little bit bigger of a screen. When did this end? Hang on, let me see. I can't. Nope, I can't do that. I was trying to get this out of the way, but wait, maybe is that it? Oh, guys, I got to figure it out. Okay. That's a win. That's a win, guys. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it's a win. I got the taskbar or toolbar down there. I got it now. Now we can see it. This is exciting. This is super exciting. Sorry, I'm all a little new to this, so all right, all right. Basically, towards the stock market close is when we kind of shot up, and then after hours for no, there we go. End of the day shot up, but I know that just a little recap of the trade yesterday. I wanted it to clear. I had a feeling it was going to clear over here. It actually did, and then it went the other way. This is wild. Excuse me. All right. And if it looks like I just woke up, I usually do every day. Um, I work like a second shift, so I work like very late. Usually don't go to bed, don't get home till like 2 a.m. and don't go to bed around till like 3 or 4. Try and pass out really early. How many of you guys do that? Do you guys like work a second shift or work later, then trade in the morning? When do you guys usually trade? And like, do you also like work a different shift so you can trade, or do you just trade at work on your phone? I'm kind of curious as to what you guys do and how you guys trade. Or are you guys just, millionaires already? You just trade whatever the hell you want. That'd be cool. So we have this deep sell off and then a recovery. And it looks like, from this dive, it looks like, like a 50% level, basically. I know we did have some news today. Let me see here. Let's take a look at the news. We got to take a look at the news. It's always, you kind of have to get in the habit of it. Forex Factory, all right, it's going to get bright. It's going to get bright. Oh, shit. All right. So, yeah, GDP we had earlier today. Or earlier today. Man, I cannot talk. Now it's just kind of the rest. So 8:30 was where our move was, which was right here. So I like seeing it that it did come up, cleared this, came up. Now it's coming back down. Now, are we going to clear down here? Are we going to come all the way back down to here, which is kind of a good level? See at the top here. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. We're up almost 2%. ES is up about 60% or 0.6%. Excuse me. And kind of looking like the same. This little. I don't know if you guys ever know what like RSI divergence is, but this is a bullish divergence. If you ever use the RSI, it's kind of cool to see in the real world. You see how the low here and then it dipped lower. So it made a new low. But down here, on this dip, it went way deep. Even though price came even deeper, it did not go as deep as what's on the RSI. So this is a bullish divergence. This is something that you can look for. It usually is a lot better on higher time frame things, higher time frames, not things, but kind of seeing this, it can give you an idea that there is possibly reversal coming. This can also happen if it's flipped around. You'll see the same thing. Um, Whenever that happens, I can show you guys as well too. But it's just actually cool to see in the wild rather than just like a screenshot picked out from somewhere. But this did happen yesterday, so it actually it does happen. Uh, but I was at work, so I didn't see it. But just one thing to look out for. It's pretty neat. Doesn't always work. Nothing is always 100% work. That's what the holy grail is, right? That's what everyone's trying to find. I mean, if you could trade 100%, awesome, like awesome. But you would not be watching this YouTube video. I can tell you that much. Man, we were just riding that down. So let's take a 5 minute and get a little bit more noisy on this thing. And the actual 15 minute here. Sometimes it is good to take a rip right off the right off the open. So look at this huge psychological number. Sorry, I got coffee in the background, so it's like super loud. Huge psychological number. I don't know if it's going to play any effect, but sometimes it may. It might reject off of this and bounce for a little bit. So a lot of people will just instantly buy or sell, or which is why you might see this hang up. Also, it's right at the 200 EMA, so you're going to see some kind of movement, which is someone like for scalping is kind of a just to get a quick in and out, a quick couple points. You could definitely do that. Let's see if it's even going to matter, or if it's going to blow through it, or if it's going to hold up. But I don't think psychological numbers are as big on futures. I mean, I'd say in some cases, but I think it's more for stocks and stuff. But yeah, I wonder if it's going to start making it to the low of the day. Yeah, she just keeps moving. Just keeps moving. She's getting there. She's getting there. Yeah, get there. Also, is it a good time to maybe take a little bounce, a little buy bounce, like a buy bounce? I know it's like a pretty sharp decline. So like you're trying to buy the or catch a falling knife. So it's like super risky. And down here, you see, burning through it. What's it look like on the day? Nine 760. Yeah, I mean it does look like a good area. I mean this almost kind of looks like it's gonna squeeze. Like again, I'm not great at like drawing trend lines or anything like that, and also Trade of Eight isn't really the best with like markings or anything like that. So shoot, you got the wrong one. Nope, don't want to do that. I mean, it looks like it might squeeze. Again, I'm not great with trend lines, but this is kind of what I'm like just visually seeing. But I just want to show you guys like what I'm thinking. It's a possibility, but is it gonna be something like this where it drops and then comes way back down? So is it gonna come down further? These are all things that I'm thinking of. Like, so I'm just like thinking out loud. That's why my videos are never gonna be like very polished or anything like that. It's just gonna be, I don't know, just a raw thing. So basically how I trade. Oh my god, look at this, guys. I'm just thinking out loud. That's basically what it is. So it did not hold at that. That's why sometimes like context matters. Sometimes this will work out very well. Other times it won't. Um, People are like, "Well, why aren't you just shorting it?" Like, well, yeah, probably should. Or like, hey, you see this? Why don't you just get short there or there? It's following this trend line. Why not you just get short there? All right. right, now you're running into a lot of the price hung around here for a very long time, and you're probably right around the 50% mark. Let's go. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the. There we go. So you're close. This whole move from the start to the end up here, 50% right here. It's just interesting to see how, I do like to use fibs in this case. Also, like the example like I showed yesterday, I like to use the fibs in that case as well, just to determine where like 50% of the body is. Because I just know that does kind of make a little bit of, you just kind of see price always go up that way. So, all right, let's see if it's just going to blow through it. But this is wild. It just keeps moving. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, back to the 4 hour. Man, that's crazy. Oh, like all this area right here, it kind of just like, it's like blowing right through it. Usually that's where price will kind of hang up, is like in this area. There's just a lot of orders in this area. A lot of orders. So like if you look at a volume profile, you'll see like a huge like a huge line like sticking out because it's where a lot of orders set. And if usually like it uses, you can see that as like a support and resistance, or like a large volume node or something like that. That could surpass it and then wick. You know what I mean? So it could start to wick, and like price can start coming up or something like that. But it's pretty crazy how far it moved. But this is, I like to see this usually more tightly packed, where all of these are more in a pack. And then if you see this on a 15-minute, like a full break, when these are tightly packed, it usually means like you can probably enter and you can make some money on this. But like a full break of all the EMAs and the VWAP, like a full break and close, like a huge candle either up or down, it usually is a big signal for me, where price is headed. Man, I love these. I love these black charts. Once you go black, you never go back. It's so true for charts. It really is. It really is so easy on the eyes. All right, starting to get a little bit of a bounce here. Let's see how this plays out. See a little divergence here, but I don't take this. I take this with a grain of salt on a 300 dick chart. But again, you see this. It's even if price is equal, even it looks like maybe it's a little bit lower. Let's zoom in. You can see here, and then you can see that this is lower, this is higher, even though if it's the same. So there's a potential. See, this is low here as well. Low. Price is lower, but the RSI is climbing up. It's an indication of bullish divergence where price can switch on you. So it's just kind of cool to see. Again, it's something to look at. Um, oh, this is looking like the bat wing. Should I go long?
Order filled.
I'm going to go long. Guys, just like that, I'm going too quick. I think it's the videos. I think it's me making the videos. I think that's what it is. But literally, let's take a look. 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. Man. So, let's take a look at this. 62.12 again. No slippage on this one. Thank God. $60. Fees, commissions, 162. 2 seconds. Oh. I might have to black that out. 2 seconds. I'm still going to do a hindsight trade. I'm going to do it. I know, I just kind of went right off the rip. I just went right off the rip. Terrible. I think we know what the hindsight is. But why? Why would you go long when it's been just going down? You're right. You're right. I think this was a terrible trade. Yesterday was a terrible trade. Blatant. So now we're at 751.02. 751.02. All right, that's great. That's great. Can't trade again today. I don't think I'm good at the $1,000 account series. Wonderful. All right, well, guys, I'll be back. We're going to take a look at this a little bit later. I'll be back. We'll see 10, 15 minutes. And then we'll talk about it a little bit more. But all right, guys, the hindsight trade. And it's a good thing I had to stop. And it was a good thing that it got me out in 2 seconds. Seriously, this is probably the most embarrassing trade I ever had. And it was all recorded live for you guys to watch. So be easy on me in the comments, please. Went long today. Long. You see this chart, right? You see this chart? Went long. 2 seconds later, ping, shot. Dead. So, yeah. Um, let me explain my reasoning and let me know if any of this logic makes sense to you guys. Which, again, just be easy on me. All right. So I started seeing this. I saw this, and then I saw this creep up over here, and I thought we were seeing like a change in direction is what I thought we were going. And that's one thing wrong with this 300 tick chart, or like a minute, the very low time interval charts, is because you can see a lot of this noise. But on the bigger charts, it doesn't make any sense. This is just noise. But I was trying to catch something maybe at the bottom. This wasn't the bottom. This is, we're basically trading right there now. So right here, this was not the bottom. But I was thinking that maybe it was at that 50%, the fib level, roughly around there. I don't usually trade off fibs, but it's just, this was huge. So I thought maybe we would get something off of that level. All right. And I started seeing this curl, and then I thought right here, maybe these EMAs right here. Sorry, let me zoom. I don't know. Let me zoom in. I thought maybe as soon as we got back down to these, uh, it bounced off here. It looked like it bounced off here, so I thought maybe we are going to start heading up again for another leg. But in all actuality, I bought in at the top. So, yeah, I was hoping, seeing this, thought we were going to go, but yeah, it didn't. It didn't pan out, and that's what it is. Sometimes, it's just what trading is. You know what I mean? So I was hoping for another leg, but it just ended up cruising all the way down. Again, so kind of hit this down here, as it like this was a low for yesterday. All right, this was the low for yesterday, so it kind of bounced right around there. It Again, I don't know what it's going to do now. I'm kind of out of the game. I kind of keep out of sight, out of mind. I do peek the price in the charts throughout the day, especially when I'm working and at night and stuff like that, just to see what's playing, how's it playing out. But um, yeah, you can see right there. I thought maybe we were going to wick up and then maybe come back down. I didn't think it was going to flush all the way down that fast, but it basically retraced this entire thing. Um, yeah, and some people can, who do supply and demand, this would be their demand zone, and they could have taken an entry off here, and they could have, you know. So I was kind of more or less playing the 50% retracement. It did not work, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I wanted to do. What my plan was. It failed. Thank gosh, the pain was over quick. 2 seconds quick, like two pump jump inch. Um, yeah, and we started to, and it started to bounce there, and then kind of just hanging around. So yeah, uh, great. I'm glad you guys got to see that. Also in the comments, let me know if, I mean, obviously, if you do trade or have traded for a little while, you're going to be like, why did I take that trade? Why? Like, why? Like, no sense. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense. I am kind of very just like, hey, let's pull the trigger. I have my reasons why, but I'm not going to win everyone. I'm not going to win 4 days in a row. Let's just hopefully we can get at least a win tomorrow if I decide to trade tomorrow, but I'm not going to be making a lot of these videos if I keep losing every day. But no, I mean, also the thing is, I am taking this serious as well too. So it's not just it is for fun, but it is just to see how it plays. Also, the realistic approach for me to $1,000 account. Um, but again, you have to be really good. If I would have just went with the trend, I would have probably been okay. You know, but yeah, I think that's it. Kind of a quick one today. Um, I appreciate you guys. If you guys like what you see, you know, subscribe, give me a like, throw a comment down if you guys want to see something different, or if you guys like what you're seeing, or anything always helps. I appreciate you guys, and I want you guys to have a good rest of the day, have a good trading day, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Hopefully, it's longer than 2 seconds. You know.